invest. The idea also that it's not refutable just in a comparison. If you throw these two things into a column and you go, hey, man, here's this fiat currency that's, debt-based and fractional reserve banking. What does it cost us to keep this scheme up? What does it cost the people out there in the nation and everybody else to keep this scheme of fractional reserve banking going?
Yeah, I mean, well, literally, you can look at inflation in this country and the way your money erodes over time. So, I mean, that's the most blatant cost, is that your money is going to be worth less over time. Your purchasing power is going down. And by the way, this is all, I'm just rehashing what I read in the Bitcoin Standard, which is the best book on this. But you also have, to me, there's the spiritual element of time preference, and that when money is becoming less valuable over time, I think that's what drives the consumerism culture and people feeling like they can't save or they can't have better futures. Whereas when you do have good money and people feel like I can save, right, and I might be able to earn interest on it and look at how I can envision myself having a better future, I actually think that's when people operate in a with firstly better clarity of mind. And if you want to look at it, even though I'm not a religious person, I'm more spiritual terms, I think that's what starts eroding, the compulsive behavior that we all have. And I actually think not only are people happier, it's like just that's a better world to live in, where people, you know what I mean? And that all comes down to money. Like when people socially, people just don't understand the importance of money. It's about creating wealth and then also feeling like you can have a better future. And then every decision you make is actually I don't know. I've been when you're depressed, you make bad decisions. You know what I mean? If you can envision, hey, there's a way for me to provide for my family, for my kids to live a better lifestyle, to accomplish these goals, everyone would rather live in that world. Everyone. And government currency, which erodes in value, is the reason why we don't live in an environment where that feels like it's possible.
Yeah, and there's also the idea that when you do have savings and you're not working from paycheck to paycheck, that there's a peace of mind, and I don't think there's real security in the world out there physically, but in terms of economically, there's definitely some security that can be built, and that security can lead to amazingly positive brain sets, and like you said, if you're not acting out of desperation because you don't have money, you don't know where your next meal is going to come from or how you're going to put a roof over your head, what are you willing to do to survive? And that's really what the debt-based culture has become. People take enormous bets, they go out of their way to do very, very foolish things with their time and their energy and their money and everything else, and it's just like a savings-based economy just seems like it's just morally and societally more stable. So, awesome discussion. I didn't expect to get into a blockchain discussion with you.